What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is going to be your review for Young, Famous, and African, season 2, episode 8. So we pick up with the proposal. Naked is on one knee, and he is telling, Kaylee all the things that, that he loves about her. You make me a better man. You make me a better father. You make me a better lover. I have always loved you. Will you marry me? And she is like, is this real? Is this real? Like, I don't believe this is real. Like, I don't believe you. This can't be real. And everybody is like, it's real, it's real, it's real. But she's like, something. But then she finally was like, well, maybe he means it. Maybe it really is real. And so she says yes, and everybody's happy. Yay, But then he says, well, Connie, said that this could be like the trailer before the actual proposal. So she loved the trailer this much. Imagine how she's going to feel about the proposal. Sir, what? So we just having fake proposals? We're just getting down on one knee on the mountainside of South Africa up in the air with our friends for a rehearsal? You gonna get it so bad, drama. So then I had figured out what it is about this show. I love the show, but I figured out, because this season has been really weird to me, because I feel like it's just chopped up of scenes. There's no beginning, there's no ending. It's just people talking, cut to the next scene. People talking, cut to the next scene. Like, we don't even really see them engage in the activity that they are doing. We just see them talking, and that's it. Like, we saw the polo, like, I don't know. But anyway, we cut to the next scene. And we have Fanta and Rosette, I believe it is. And Dele's second baby mama. They're meeting up with Diamond. And Diamond was like, I hadn't been talking to Fanta. She been trying to get in touch with me. I found out what's going on. So Diamond shows up thinking that he about to meet up with Fanta. And they about to have, a date and stuff. And what's her name? Rosette is there. And so he was like, I don't really know what she's doing here. Like, why is she here? I don't know her. Like, who is this woman, Harpo? Like, why is she here? And Fanta starts telling him how, she had been getting into it with the baby mama. And he was like, well, what's going on? Like, why are you getting into it with Zari? And she was like, because, she's just been doing a lot. She's been real extra. And she's just been doing too much. She told me that you have a fiance. And Diamond was like, what? He said, that's news to me. I didn't know nothing about me having a girlfriend or a fiance. And Fanta was like, well, that's what she said. She said, so you don't have a girlfriend. You don't have a fiance. He was like, no. Not me. And I'm like, but Rosette is sitting there like, girl, it is all over his social media. Like, he's in all these pictures with this woman on his social media. And my thing is, Fanta, you're not stupid. Like, you of all people, I know you were on social media. I know you done scrolled through the gram. I know you have seen him. So my thing is, at the end of the day, just say, look, I really don't care what Diamond does when he not with me. When he with me, he need to treat me accordingly. And when we not together, it is what it is. He do what he do and I do what I do. But please don't play in our face and sit here and act like you did not know, you didn't hear, you don't know nothing about the fact that this man got a whole woman. Because it's all over his social media. Now, if you were not a social media person, maybe. But girl, you are. And so I know you know. And so, child, moving on. So then we have Kaylee meeting up with some folk. Because she said, listen, that was all cute and everything. The mountainside, the proposal. She said, but I just don't feel like it was real. I still don't have no ring. He ain't put no ring on my finger. I don't think it's real. So she's meeting up with Andele. What my girl? Rosette. I think it's Rosette. It's this child. I can't keep Andele's baby mamas together because they look the same. And Annie. But they're she's talking about the proposal and stuff, and everybody's excited, but she's like, I don't know if it's real or not. I mean, he asked me to marry him. I said yes, But I don't have no ring. We haven't talked about it since. But and Dele was like, girl, did he ask you? Yes. Did you say yes? Yes. Okay, y'all engaged. Period. Y'all are engaged. Now, Annie was like, wait a minute. You don't have no ring? Hold on. Put a pause. You don't have a ring, then I'm kind of with you. I'm confused like you confused. Like, I don't know how you engaged. Like, again, I understand it being impromptu and him just feeling it and getting on one knee on right there in the moment using one of Swanky's rings. But literally, y'all were in South Africa, ma'am. As soon as y'all got off of that air train and got back on solid ground, y'all needed to be riding on over to Cartier or whoever else and got you a ring. Like, let's be clear. And certainly by now, because I'm sure it's been a couple of weeks, certainly by now, you have time to have bought a ring. So now, once Kelly explains herself, the rest of the group is like, okay, so, yeah, now I do kind of understand where you're coming from. And Naked needs to figure it out because you can't be playing these kind of games with people. Like, you can't be having people on hold. Like, you need to let people know, either we in or we out, either we on or we off. Like, am I with you or am I not? Are you my girl? Are you my man? Like, so, and Annie was like, she deserved better than that. Now, Annie, I'm just saying, practice what you preach. Moving on. So, and so then she said that he really hasn't brought it up since then. Like, we've been back home and it's back to business as usual. He hasn't mentioned it. He hasn't brought it up. We ain't started talking about plans, dates, nothing. So, girl, at the end of the day, this is the conversation you need to be having with Quentin. Now, later on in the episode, she does talk to Quentin about it. And Quentin was like, that was a trial proposal. And she was like, I'm sorry, excuse me? He said, yeah, that was a trial proposal. There's no such thing as a trial proposal. There's no trial to a proposal. Either it's a proposal or it's not. There's no trial to it. And she was like, okay, so you're playing games. Because this don't even make no sense. What you're saying doesn't make sense. So you're playing with me. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm taking this. You're playing games. And she was like, no, I'm not playing games. She was like, but you absolutely are playing games with me. Child. Anyway, ain't nobody fooling with Naked and his trial proposals. Okay? So then we see Connie, Zari, and Lewis meet up. Because Zari was like, listen, I need to clear this whole thing up. Because Swanky told me one thing. And now, I'm hearing something totally different. So first they talk about how Swanky was just being out of character and he was doing way too much with Lewis and how he's in his feelings. And they're talking about how he's still mourning his friendship with Annie, how they did meet to talk, but they never really, but it's not like it was. And it's never going to be like it was. Well, never is a strong word. But it would take a long time for it to get back to like it was because, first of all, Annie needs to accept her part in this. I absolutely believe Swanky heard what he heard. Do I agree with how he handled it? I might have handled it differently. But I absolutely believe he heard what he heard. I absolutely believe he was on that call and Annie was talking ish. I believe that 100%. How he's choosing to handle it, well, that's on him. But for Annie to sit there and be like, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just move on. Let's just make up. Let's just move on. Because that's not how we do this. That's not how adults handle things. Because we can't get past it if we can't acknowledge it and we can't work through it. But if you want to sit there and act like it never happened, then I feel like you're disregarding my feelings. Because what you're saying is, I don't have a right to feel the way I feel because what you think happened didn't happen. It's all a mirage. And me personally, I can't do that. I can forgive you. I can move on. But what we're not going to do is pretend like it didn't happen. I don't like that. So then, I guess Connie and Zari clear up the whole, I don't know. Zari seemed to be more concerned about Diamond and the stuff he's been saying to Fanta about her than she's worried about this whole surrogacy thing. I guess once she, talked to Lewis and Lewis cleared it up. I guess they don't feel like that's the thing. Don't none of them want to confront Connie. Connie is setting off detonators all up and through this friend group, and nobody isn't holding her accountable. She is just like boom, boom, drop a bomb, boom, drop a bomb, boom, and then she sitting on the sideline like, I don't know the problem. I'm not understanding what your issue is. What you mad about? And I'm just like, why are we not sitting here acknowledging this? Anyway, child. So anyway, that was pretty much their conversation. And then she said, I don't want to do it one-on-one. She said, because if I confront Diamond one-on-one, then Diamond knows how to woo me. Diamond knows how to sweet talk me. He knows how to get me back in that space. And I don't want that. I don't want to play them games with him. I don't want to get into that sweet spot with him. So no, when we do this, it's going to be with everybody there. Fonta's going to be there. Other people going to be there, because I already know if it's one-on-one, I just know how this ain't going to work, right? Child, then we get into the craziest. Listen, let me say this about Ndele. I think Ndele means well. I do. I think Ndele means well. Here's Ndele's problem. Ndele wants to be in a relationship. He wants to be in a happy relationship. He has 2 women that he has been happy with in the past. Out of those 2 women, he has decided in his mind that Seba is probably the path to least resistance. And what I mean by that is, you can see these 2 women, Rosette and Seba's personalities. You can see that Rosette is more of the wild card. She's more of the wild child. She probably, gives him the most trouble. But deep down, he really likes it. Right? Then on the flip side, we have Seba, who's probably a little more grounded, really don't get into the mess, and says, listen, if you're going to have me in your life, if I'm going to be the main woman, then there's some things that's going to have to change. Like, I love you, but you need to be all in, and you're going to have to put Rosette in check. The real problem is, Ndele don't need to be with either one of these women, but he really doesn't want to start over. I understand that mindset, right? You know these women, you're comfortable, they have your children, you're probably not interested in having any more kids because you already got 4 kids by 2 different women, you ain't trying to make it a 5th, I respect all of that. But you really, really need to go find somebody different, because neither one of these women are giving you everything you want. You want to try to make it fit because you're lonely and you want to be in a relationship, and you figure, well, it's easy for me to just go ahead and be with one of the mothers of my children. So he's having this conversation with Rosette, telling her, listen, I decided to try to make this thing work with Seba again, and I need you to act right. And Rosette is like, what? Why are you with Seba? You might as well just be with me. Like, I keep telling you, it's me and you. I keep telling you, you need to come with me. And Ndele was like, Rosette has been saying these things lately, and I thought she was playing. But I'm realizing she's serious. She's really meaning that. And now I've got something else to think about. Why? If you had decided that Seba was the one, why all of a sudden, if Rosette is interested, why does that change how you feel? That tells me that you are not strong in your conviction, that Seba is not the one that you love. Seba is the one that you're comfortable with. So then we turn around and he has a conversation with Seba. And he tells Seba, listen, I thought I was ready to settle down with you, but then Rosette said, hey, what about me? And so now I'm confused again. Seba said, baby, let me help you out. I bow out. I need a man that's all or none, and I'm okay with that. So if you're telling me that the reason why we can't get back together is because you're not sure, great. I respect that. Go over there. We'll keep doing what we've been doing, and life is gonna be what it is. I said, child. And again, I think he really means well, but baby, he just want to be happy. He just want to be in a relationship. And at this point, I don't think it matters to him who the relationship is with. And I think, because he loves both of those women. He really does. He just hasn't been able to make it work with both of them. But he loves them, So then we have one of these weird scenes where the guys get together to play basketball, but it's catered. It's got a whole charcuterie board and wine. I have never seen guys go to the basketball court. Well, actually, they were playing soccer this time. But I have never seen guys have a charcuterie board and wine down to the soccer match where they're supposed to be playing soccer. Now, Swaggy said, listen, I don't really do sports. But the only reason why I'm showing up is because I need to talk to Tubaba. Because I really feel some kind of way about how Tubaba handled this situation. Tubaba was my friend. And I feel like I have not heard from him. He has not talked to me. He has not reached out to me since this whole situation happened with me and Annie. And I feel some kind of way about that. Now listen. In Tubaba's defense, First of all, Tubaba felt disrespected because he was like, first of all, this man got my phone number. If he had a problem, he could have called me. This has been going on for months. He could have called me. He could have talked to me. But he waits to do this on camera. Because he broke the fourth wall, child. He said he waits to do this on camera. And he wants to confront me. And I feel very disrespected in this moment. Because I feel like he is trying to embarrass me. And he's trying to put me in this position. When for real, it ain't even have to be like this. So he was like, let me be clear. Because Swanky was like, I don't understand your position. I need to know your position. Tubaba was like, let me tell you my position and let me be very clear. I really don't give a fuck about your situation with Annie. What you got with Annie is between you and Annie. It don't have nothing to do with me. So honestly, I really don't give a damn about none of this. That's my position. See, here's what it is, Swanky. You really weren't friends with Tubaba. You were friends with Annie, and Tubaba is part of the package deal. You were cool with Tubaba. You and Tubaba probably talked. Y'all probably spent time together. Maybe y'all hung out. Maybe whatever. But at the end of the day, what it really boiled down to was you were really Annie's friend. So when you and Annie fell out, Tubaba was like, okay, well, that's my wife. And, I'm going to ride with my wife. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And that was pretty much how that scene ended. Like I said, child, we don't have no endings. The scenes just be ending. So Tubaba was felt disrespected. Swanky didn't get what he wanted. I don't know what he was expecting from Tubaba, but there it is. So then we get down to the script club. My girl say that, listen, Nadia say most of her bookings are at script clubs because of the type of music she put out, okay? So she said, I got this sound check for this show I'm doing. And I figured, let's invite the ladies down for a little pre-gaming before my show. So she's got Fanta, Connie, Kelly, and Zari, child. So, needless to say, I'm going to just cut to the chase, child. Zari and Fanta get into it. Because Fanta tried to talk to Nadia about the fact that Diamond said, well, he don't have a girlfriend, he don't have a fiance. Baby, Nadia said the same thing that Rosette said. Girl, he has a whole girlfriend, and it is all over his social media. And I'm just not understanding what you're not understanding. Like, I see it. Everybody sees it. Just say you don't care. Don't say he don't have one. Say you don't care. Okay? Now, Annie shows up, and everybody is like, oh my goodness. Well, where have you been, Miss Annie? And Annie was like, look, because I really don't even know how I feel about y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really rock with y'all like that, but, I'm just here so I won't get fined. Okay? I'm just here so I won't get fined. But Annie shows up and everybody, seems to be happy to see her. But Connie is like, I guess we just not friends no more. Annie don't call me no more. Annie don't reach out to me. And I'm like, girl, you have to know that Andy really ain't rocking with you like that. And I'm with Annie on that one. Because Connie, I'm still stuck on when you called her out. And what did you call her? An asshole or something like that, child. I'm still with Andele on that one. Like, that's just disrespectful and I'm not dealing with that. But they were like, basically, Annie is only still friends with Andele. That's the only person that she still really talks to regularly. Well, she feel like the rest of y'all ain't rocking with her. She feel like the rest of y'all didn't have her back when them rumors came out about Tubaba, child. So then we go from there to Zari and Fanta. Because Zari keeps making little comments about, like under her breath or whatever. And Fanta's ignoring her child on her phone. And see, that's how I know that you seen them pictures of Diamond with his girlfriend down to the social media. Because you was all up in your phone. Okay? I know you follow him, girl. I know you see the same thing that the rest of them see. You just don't want to see. You choose to not see it. But you see the same thing the rest of them see. So then Annie was like, well, what have I missed? What have I missed? And Zari was like, oh, you missed Fanta hooking up with Diamond. I mean, that's what you missed. So, of course, now Fanta is like, why are you talking about my business? Like, girl, why are you putting this out there? And Fanta was like, yeah, child, me and Diamond hooking up, but it ain't no thing. We just getting it in. Okay? I think she said knocking. She said, yes, we just getting it in. But, of course, Fanta now is like on shh mode. And Zari's on the other side of the couch, whispering under her breath, talking shit. Fanta's on the other side of the couch, talking shit. And she was like, you know, I just want to talk to Diamond. We just need to get all of this clear, and I just want to talk to Diamond. So then Zari was like, well, you've been talking, well, Diamond, you said that Diamond has been telling you my personal business. I just want to know what Diamond's been saying. If he's been telling you my personal business, I just want to know what personal business that is. What has Diamond been saying? What information is Diamond saying? And she was like, I tell you, Diamond said that, you know, you be doing too much and you be acting a lot, you know. And Zari was like, okay, that ain't what you said the first time. Now you changing what you said. She said, I ain't changing what I said. I'm just not giving you all the specifics. But like I said, I told Diamond said that, you know, you real clingy and you be really acting a lot. You be doing too much. And that's what Diamond said about you. And Zari was like, Diamond didn't say that. So anyway, they got to arguing and they're going back and forth. And it is really getting nasty. Like to the point where I really feel like, at one point I felt like Fanta was going to jump across that table and get to Zari. And basically, that's where the argument ended, child. So I guess for the final episode, we're going to pick up with that. Hopefully we'll get some resolution. Listen, at the end of the day, Fanta, girl, Zari's not going nowhere. You're expendable. That's pretty much the end of that. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.